see I made it to the threshold. Lord knows.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
A very forgettable start his last time out. Was only able to work a couple of innings. We're looking for him to put it all together today. Command, tempo, and just really a confident presence out there on the mound.
Xander Bogaerts in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your.
And that one almost got him. Peterson. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Now 3-0.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
That's in there. And now 3-1. And what about analytics? Because one of the ways it seems like they've contributed to the trend is it's not just about are you capable of getting deep, that now focusing on the numbers, maybe the matchup is better with a different guy as the game goes on.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about. Only a handful of pitchers can go through an order 3 times, maybe even 4 times. And the analytics have contributed to that trend. But I think there are some guys given an opportunity may be able to show that they can be a 3rd or 4th time through the order type of pitcher.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering misses. Now 3-1. Here comes a pitch. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Manny Machado up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some time.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Back here at Citi Field. And today on the hill, Blake Snell. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
The wind of the pitch. Popped up. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
At the belt and fires. And that's in for a strike. Chris, you look at Blake Snell's resume, a former first-round pick by the Rays in 2011, but really blossomed quickly. Cy Young in 2018, he was an all-star that year, too. And, of course, pitched for the Rays against the Dodgers in the 2020 World Series. And that's in for a strike.
Yeah, this guy really has solid stuff and can stand up when he's effective getting ahead of hitters early in the count. When he doesn't, those outings that maybe should have gone 7, maybe 8 innings end up being 5, maybe 6.
And a pitch. Kenna checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And now here's Jeff McNeil. In for a strike. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Marte on the move. Pitch is low. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base, but it's early in this ball game. Can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
Marte, the runner at second with one away. That one the other way, and there's a hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and one out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Pete Alonso, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. 2 for 8 in the series so far. This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. The 0-2.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
There's the strike at the knees. Kicks and fires. Laser base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Swing and a pop-up. Kim gets under it. Brings it in, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Matt Carpenter. Peterson back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. The wind to kick the pitch. That's to third. Escobar handles the chance. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Jake Cronenworth digs in now. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. In there, and it's 0-1. Jake Cronenworth, the Michigan kid. He played at the University of Michigan. Rays took him in the 15 draft in the 7th round. Grew up playing a lot of hockey. Eventually made his big league debut with the Padres. Chris, he's been an all-star twice. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Yeah, and when he came up to the big leagues, just seeing how quickly he was comfortable, looked like a veteran player, and just solid skills all the way around. To me, he was kind of that sneaky favorite player that I had.
That takes care of Cronenworth. 2 down. Versatile player defensively, can play all over the place. In college, he was a two-way guy. They not only used him as a middle infielder, but he closed games, and the Rays actually used him that way at AAA in terms of letting him throw some meaningful innings as a reliever. And now it's even up. In the air, center field. Marte going after it. Snags it on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And it remains 1-0. Back here at the ballpark. And here's the rookie catcher, Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. You know, Chris, Blake does everything right-handed except for everything he does while playing baseball. And it's even up.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
That one hammered left field. That's back there. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
With this guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here's Tommy Pham. First offering, misses the mark. And another ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Ronnie Mauricio now in there for strike one. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Ronnie Mauricio with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Fastball in for a strike. Strike one. And he deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pitch. And down on strikes. And there's one down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Well struck left field. That one back there. It bangs off the wall. Bogarts relay to second, and he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Good contact guy, good defender. That one's in there, 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Taps softly to the right side, and it goes just foul. 0-2 now. And there's a ball. Mauricio on third. Canna at second with one away. Ground ball right side. Kim with the throw to first. Now two away as they get a run across. Here's Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball one. 2 outs with a runner at third. Fly ball down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Padres nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. The wind of the pitch. Kim getting the start at second in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's a native of South Korea. That misses, and that's ball 2.
Here's a fun fact for you. We've never had more active players from South Korea in Major League Baseball than we do right now.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage.
Over to first, and he saved. At the plate, Luis Campusano. Campusano, 24 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Next one misses, ball 2. Swing and a miss. And here it comes. Way high.
1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone.
Got him. And there's one down. So the batting order turns over. And now Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts measures 6 feet 2 inches. A member of the 1,000 hit club. And he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. The lefty, the 1-0. And that misses off the outside edge. That one missed.
No strike.
Here's a 3-0. There's a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Azokar in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out. Runners at first and second. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Next pitch is popped up. Jumps, but it's off his glove. No play. That's an infield single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a nog. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Canna makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw home. He beats it. It's 4-1.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Machado batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Bogaerts on second. Azokar on at first with 2 down. Chris Machado is a guy who impacts the game with his bat. He's got big-time power, but what about the defense? He hasn't only won a gold glove, multiple gold gloves, but he's also won a platinum glove as the best defender at any position in his league. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 4 and the Padres 1. And welcome back. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Snell back to work.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That misses the zone. 2-0. And that's outside. That's in for a strike. And there's a strike. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Checks over to first, back safely. Escobar stands in now and watches strike 1. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Cruz coming on. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a pitch. Good eye in that spot. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. Fastball almost got him there.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in, wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Set down on strikes. Frozen with a backdoor slider. 2 on with 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Tommy Pham. The walk and a run scored his first time. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 down, runners at second and third. The pitch. Going to count 1-2. And now 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-2. Right side. Kim gloves it. On to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Next is the speedy first baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. A switch hitter batting right. And that one is in for a strike. Out towards right center field. Cruz settles under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Padres 1. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Carpenter. The wind and the pitch. Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next pitch is popped up. Escobar makes the grab, 1 away.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. Whoa, they threw that one behind him. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Left-hand batter waits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marte pulls it in on the run. Nelson Cruz, the next up for the Padres. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. And that's in there for strike one. And ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres down in order. They're down 5-1. Back here at Citi Field, here's Starling Marte. The pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next pitch is outside. There's a strike. Kicks and deals. There's a strike. Goes down looking. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Blake Snell departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Nick Martinez. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's Mark Canha. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And the righty deals. In the air, right field. Cruz under it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Two outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. In there, and it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Nabil Crismatt getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Now a fly ball to right center. And that gets down into the gap. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with two strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Out in front and foul to the left side.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with two outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Mets strand 1. They're up 5-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And there's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's in there. And it's 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Campusano in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. The next offering misses, and it's 2-0.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Got him looking. 2 up, 2 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1. Chris, Xander Bogaerts has turned into one of the best hitting shortstops in all of baseball. He's made the All-Star team 4 times, 5 times a Silver Slugger, and Bogey's won a couple of World Series too. The wind of the pitch. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Yeah, from the time that he got to the big leagues, just looked very polished, was able to settle in there with the Boston Red Sox with a very good lineup, not a whole lot of pressure, but he had some quality at bats even in the World Series in his rookie season. So no surprise at all that he's developed into the superstar that he is today.
Hit weakly on the ground. Lindor collects it. On the run, sends it over to first. And that is that. Padres go down quietly. They're down here 5-1. Bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Francisco Lindor. The pitch.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Escobar up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to first. Cronenworth takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And down on strikes. And that'll do it. Mets go down quickly. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Azocar. Peterson back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Azocar, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500-plus home runs, 3,000-plus hits, and a triple crown.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away. Now the youngster Juan Soto.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And there's a foul ball. Yo, 1. Right side, hard hit. Mauricio takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Manny Machado, his brother-in-law, is former major leaguer Yonder Alonso. Both those kids grew up in Miami, and of course Alonso, a guy who ended up having a nice major league career. The 1-0.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lindor on to first. Machado out of the play. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they make short work of them there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Padres 1. Bottom of the 6th. And now here is Tommy Pham. And the right-hander back to work.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
To third. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Ronnie Mauricio now at the plate. 1 for 2. Martinez, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
The 0-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Canna in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Back to the mound. It hit him. On the run, throw to first. 3rd out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Joey Lucchesi. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Special, I'm an essence, I'm a groove. I'm lessons, I'm written law, thoughts, food. More than when I was school, I was sure to cross borders. Even though we was only groomed to take orders. Stand for the count, bounce, leave our daughters all caught up like sheep. Led our daughters, but it's all. What does it matter? I'm here to kill a chatter. 9 lives maybe. Cool cat, it's just what my mom's made me. Way before rap, can't help that what I'm focused on is a bigger picture. Got it half right, I ain't changed, but I ain't with you. On my door, only the beast knock. I'm so locked in, white noise all blocked out. I'm Giannis.
But I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks. This game is so hard. Don't run like Mike Tyson. Like my rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Screaming, get live, no fat boy slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number 1 up on the side, these so no fin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks.
Now it's Matt Carpenter. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. And a pitch. Into center and a base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Cronenworth stands in here, takes ball one low. That's off the mark, and that's ball two. This one high in the air to left center. Can't get there, base hit. Throws to second, and he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Cruz, the next to hit, takes outside. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to.
That one ripped. Canna pulls it down. Both runners tagging from second and third. And he's in safely at third as a run scores.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Kim in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is down low, and that's ball one. Runner on at third, one gone. On the ground to the left. Can't glove it cleanly. Can't get him at first, and the run comes in from third. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap.
And there he goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. Bounce to third. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And he beats it. He's safe.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Ball one, no strikes. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Slapped foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch is outside. Kim at third. Campusano over at first with one away. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
At the belt and fires. Good eye right there.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jose Azocar to bat next. Roll to short, could be two. Lindor toss to second, and that's two. So 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. Tim Hill gets handed the rock out of the pen. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. The pitch. That's inside. 1-0. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
1-1.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Next one is off the plate. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Pete Alonso takes him deep. That's career homer number 149. And they add to the lead. It's 6-3.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And he deals. And now 1-2. Out towards left center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. In there safely. So 2 down. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Escobar off of first with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. That's in for a strike and safe. It's a stolen base.
No, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Back here at the ballpark, ready to begin the 8th. Now, Jose Azocar. And here it comes. Line drive, base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's Juan Soto. Now this is in the air down the line.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next pitch in the dirt. And 1-1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground, right side. Mauricio steps on the bag. First out in the top of the 8th. And now it's Manny Machado, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. In there for strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second. And now the count is even.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Matt Carpenter, the next up for the Padres. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Fought off foul.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering upstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air out towards right center. Marte going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Padres leave 1 and can't. Back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Nabil Crismatt.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
She like my fashion. Too much money all in the attic. Couple skeletons in the attic. Talking tough, yeah, you can have it. Getting money turned to a habit. And he just be acting. He gon' stay yapping. It ain't gon' happen no more.
Here comes a pitch. Pham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
1-0.
Righty delivers. That clips the corner. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. The throw to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Laced to right center, base hit.
Got to be happy with this one. Second hit in his MLB debut, and most guys are happy just to get that first hit out of the way, but he looks like he can hang at this level.
Back to the top of the lineup. Starling Marte up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. Bogarts with a relay throw, but he's in there easily.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for two. That's just a great feeling.
That one drilled left field, just inside the line, and it's down for a knock. And that rolls into the corner. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead is up to 5. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Steven Wilson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. On the ground right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Pete Alonso, the next to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings to first, and that ends the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 8 and the Padres 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Reed-Foley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Went from up and coming to stunting, my flow's polished. Every time I touch the mic, I leave people astonished. Spoken right into existence, just the way I promised. In the minor league, I'm trying to make it to the majors. Patience, cause you can't put a time limit on greatness. Swear this all is just the making of my story. Things that shaped and motivated me to chase the glory. Waiting on my moment, stay humble with meditation. Respect free time, I'm never on vacation. Respect the elders and listen to OGs. I handle my business while I maneuver low key.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 3. And a pitch.
Nope.
And downstairs, Reed-Foley, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. Hauls it in for the out. Nelson Cruz, the next up for the Padres.
Nelson Cruz.
There's a strike.
All ones the count.
And he pumps it a strike. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Fires over to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
The batter number 7, second baseman,
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Just off the inside edge. Righty to the plate. On the ground, right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
I'd say these guys really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.